When people hear 4-H, they often think about youth showing animals at the fair. But 4-H is so much more than that. We're learning about Clover's Code on Extension Today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.
4-H youth development is one of the 4 main program areas of OSU Extension. And Ohio 4-H has partnered with Apple for an exciting new program, Clover's Code. And I've asked Mark Light with Ohio 4-H STEM to join me today. So tell us a little bit about the program. What do students learn?
Clover's Code is the name of our program. And so with Clover, the 4-H symbol is a clover, a 4-leaf clover. So we have our 4-H's head, heart, hands, and health. So that's the tie-in to 4-H. Code stands for creating opportunities designed for everyone. So whether they are looking for a creative graphic design approach to the programming that we offer, or they want to be involved in the coding, it's available to tie into whatever sparks their interest.
So do students need to know anything about coding before they jump in?
No, they don't. In fact, sometimes that's better. A lot of times our youth are just consuming content, whether that's Netflix, TikTok, they're just consuming that content. And how do we take youth from being content consumers to being content creators? So how are they creating the graphics? How are they creating the video? How are they doing graphic design on the creativity side? Or how are they creating the apps using the code that they've learned to make that a part of, I created this app, instead of I'm just swiping on this app to get to the content that I want.
So if youth want to get involved, how might they go about doing that?
So if they go to ohio4h.org, that's our statewide website, we can get them connected with a program. And a really exciting piece that we're going to start introducing this summer is we have a mobile design lab, basically a bus, that allows us to take that technology to any place in Ohio.
And how old does a student have to be to participate?
So we work with all different ages. I find that the sweet spot tends to be in that late elementary, early middle school, because there's still that opportunity to be creative and explore. They haven't figured out what they want to do with their lives, but they're also old enough that they can understand the content and things.
Mark, tell me a little bit about what you brought today.
Well, what we have here first is an iPad with an Apple device, and the neat thing about this is it has the ability to use the code on the left side, and then on the right side they get to see their code in action. And so it's kind of like a video game, but they're controlling what the video game does. And so in this case, we have our character Bite, and Bite has to go and go collect the gem. And so we have them step through what does it mean to have Bite move forward and turn left and be able to collect the gem. And then what we say is, but how would you use coding to control things in real life? And so they can learn how to code a drone and make a drone fly autonomously. Once the code is put in, they can have that do that. And then these are both different forms of robots. This one is a Sphero Robot, which is a round robot, so it rolls and creates motion, but they can code that to roll around on the ground. And then this one is Mibot, and he's more of what we might think about as a typical robot with arms and legs and more person-like. This has 6 different motors, so each arm and hand and head is a motor. And so they can control those separately. So as they advance from making a character move around in the screen, they advance into some real-world applications.
Mark, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about this exciting program. If you want to learn more about Clover's Code, visit go.osu.edu/extension today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.